Okay, welcome everyone on this Matzai Tisha B'Av Shnaf Tashin Pei Dalid, with a remarkable Kiddush Hashem of so many people joining us to learn Hashem's Torah. We are starting today the third parak of Masechtas Bava Kama. Amazing, as we are sponsored the Ilui Nishmas Reb Yaakov Yosef ben Reb Dov, the Refuah Shlema for Yomis ben Chayesara, and for David ben Blima, and the Schutz of Avram and Yom Benish ben Malchi Yehudis and family, sponsored by the Fisher family, Ilui Nishmas, Basi Bas Robert, Shlomo ben Avram Alevi, Pero Bas Ruvain. Then Neshama should have an Aliyah. We learn, sponsored by Yoel Klugman and family for their Parnasa Gesund and Nachas, the Refuah Shalema for Avigdor Aye ben Rivka and Meir ben Chayesara. They should have a Refuah Shalema b'Seich Shar Chili Yisrael. The Mishnah starts off, Hamaniach es Hakad b'Rishus HaRabim. If Eddie puts a picture in the Rishus HaRabim, Uba Achar v'Niskel ba, and Chatzkel trips over it, Ushvara, and Chatzkel breaks it, he's potter, because Eddie had no permission to put down the picture in the Rishus HaRabim, so even though Chatzkel breaks it, he's potter. However, v'im hozik ba, if Chatzkel gets hurt over it, since Eddie put it in the Rishus HaRabim, it's above Rishus HaRabim, since Eddie put it in the Rishus HaRabim, he is Bal Achavius Chayev Beniskay. The owner of the jug is Chayev for the damages. Nishbara Kadoi B'Rishus HaRabim. If, let's say, Eddie's jug broke in the Rishus HaRabim. Now, we're going to see that the Tanakama holds that Niskal Posheya, that tripping is considered negligence. Watch where you're going. So, Nishbara Kadoi B'Rishus HaRabim, V'hochlak echad b'mayim, and then Chatzkel slips on the water, or shaloka b'charuseha, or he gets hurt over the shards of the pitcher. Chayiv, Eddie is chayiv. Reb Yehuda says, look, niska lav pesheyo, tripping is not considered negligence. However, b'miskavin, if Eddie decides that he wants to keep the shards, they're valuable, or he wants to collect the fluid, then, since he wasn't mafkarit, chayiv, and he didn't clean it away, he's chayiv. But if he renounces it, so since his tripping was not considered negligence, and it doesn't belong to him anymore, he is potter. If Eddie lets sewage out into the Rishus HaRabim. Now the Gemara says this is talking about in the winter, when you're allowed to let your sewage out. It's muddy, and you're allowed to let it out, but you do it at your own risk. You're chayiv if something happens. V'hozik ben achar, if somebody hurts himself on this sewage, chayiv ben iskay. Eddie is responsible to pay for the damages. Hamatzniya es hakoitz ve'es haschuches. Eddie puts in a rickety wall a thorn or glass, and the wall falls down, and Chatzkel hurts himself on the thorn or on the glass. Or or he makes his fence fronting the Rishus HaRabim with thorns that are protruding outside, and a child walks past and hurts himself. Or v'geder shenafal Rishus HaRabim, or a fence fell into the Rishus HaRabim, and Eddie doesn't clean it away right away. Chayev b'niskan. He's chayev for all these cases. He's chayev for the thorns that protrude into the Rishus HaRabim, for the fence that he doesn't clean away right away and somebody trips on it, for the sewage that he let out in the Rishus HaRabim, and for the thorn and the glass that he put in the rickety wall and it fell down and it hurt somebody. Eddie, take out your checkbook. We want to thank you all for coming and wish you, everybody should not eat too much, wish you to have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Rabbi, can I ask a question?
1 second. Michal Avram, a special thank you to you for setting up.
Thank you, Michal.
Yes, what's the question?
Okay, so here Rav Yehuda says that if he basically says, I'm walking away from the shards, so he's exempt.
Right.
But we learned in the Gemara that if he says, I walk away from this, it's meaningless.
No, that's only because he put it there. Here, when he fell, it was an einus. That's the difference. You can only walk away from it when it was put there by an einus. So since, according to Rabbi Yehuda, niska la pesheo, it was put there by an einus, then he could walk away from it.